It's time we talk about The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis. This is the seventh and final book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. And it deals with the end of Narnia. Magician's Nephew, beginning, sets up certain things that come into play in this. Which is, when a pelt washes up in a creek, an ape and a donkey discover it, and the ape decides that since Aslan has not been around for 200 years, they should impersonate Aslan to get what it wants, essentially. And in doing so, a series of very unfortunate events take place. Tirian, the last descendant of Caspian, and his unicorn companion Jewel discover that the trees that protect Narnia are being cut away, and these were discovered in. This was established in The Magician's Nephew, and when that happens, Tirian, in a fit of rage, and Jewel go after Calormen, who are now in Narnia because nothing is stopping them from doing so, and they kill several. Tirian is imprisoned, and the Narnians are enslaved by the Calormen, who unleash Tash, their evil god. And Tirian calls on the aid of Eustace and Jill. So Eustace and Jill are brought back, although Peter and just about everyone, with the exception of one character I'll get to in a minute, are all kind of in the loop of things, but they're all too old to get involved. So it's just Jill and Eustace come to the rescue, and there's an attempt to free the Narnians, but it is too late, and when Aslan comes, it is the end of all things. So I want to talk about certain things, because the last battle is kind of fascinating. So, the two big things are Tash. Tash is this evil Egyptian / Hindu-esque thing, this evil demon thing, not of Narnia, not of really anything we saw in The Magician's Nephew, but it exists in and of itself, and it essentially is the devil, although, or the Antichrist. There are a few Antichrist type characters that show up. For one thing, Puzzle the Donkey, depicting Aslan, who is Christ for Narnia, is sort of an Antichrist thing, although Puzzle is forgiven in this. You also have this orange cat that's in league with the Calormen, that's a Narnian cat, that could be considered the Antichrist. It's interesting. The allegory for Revelations. This is Revelations. Magician's Nephew was the book of Genesis. This is the book of Revelations. And it's neat. The other big thing, and I will spoil this, although you can see, like I've been saying since Prince Caspian, it was very clear that C.S. Lewis had a plan for this, and that is Susan is the only one to not return. What happens to the characters is tragic, but arguably Susan not returning just shows that there's stakes when not having faith and turning your back on things like that. And I thought that was interesting. I won't explain why the characters are there, because it is unique to this story, and that is a big spoiler. But just so you know, not everyone comes back, and it is explained. I like The Last Battle. I appreciate it more as an adult than I did as a kid. As a kid, it was just one of the most bizarre things I had ever read. In this, I get more of the religious symbolism of it. And I like that it's a definitive end to Narnia. Although there are 7 books written in a 7-year period of time, they don't feel like it's done for a paycheck ever. Each story had a point. And there's references to all of the previous books at this point. And I like it. It just feels like a definitive end. Now, I know people wanted an 8th book to explain Susan, but C.S. Lewis never wanted to do that. It was very clear to fans who would write him that he wasn't going to do that, and I think it's the smart decision. There's probably 1,000 Susan fanfics that are probably none are worth reading, as is the case with a lot of fanfic. But what would I rank Last Battle? I give it a 4.8 out of 5. It's very good. And now for my ranking of the Narnia books. I would go Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Silver Chair, Prince Caspian, Voyage of the Dawn Treader, A Horse and His Boy, Last Battle, and the Magician's Nephew. Simply, and I ranked them all very similarly. But, I mean, in this reread, I have my nostalgia, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe will always probably be my favorite. It's such a great way to start a series. Silver Chair, out of all of them, Silver Chair impressed me the most because I remembered it the least. But yeah, like, I like all these books. They're well worth your time to check out. I wouldn't, like I've said numerous times, I wouldn't recommend reading these chronologically your first time through. I would recommend reading them publication-wise. But I was talking to Matt Wilkins, and he's reading these chronologically, which he's never done before. And he says it works. So, it can be done. It's just not the way I choose to read them. So, anyway, it's crazy that I'm already done with this series. Another one from my childhood done. It's weird. So I guess we'll be tackling more series of unfortunate events, getting that done, because that comes from this era to a certain extent. Of like me really getting into reading and stuff. So look forward to that. So. Also, sorry this is coming out on Tuesday. Monday was really chaotic. So, I'm releasing this Tuesday, and then I'm going to try to have a review out Thursday instead of Wednesday. So this has time to get some views. So, anyway, have a nice day.